Love often has an expiration date in Hollywood. From stars who dated for just a few months to couples who'd been married for years, no one is safe from heartbreak. These are some of the celeb couples who called it quits in 2018. In early January, news broke that rap superstar Nicki Minaj and hip-hop artist Nas were starting off 2018 as newly single celebs. According to TMZ, after 7 months of dating, the distance between the pair contributed to their split. They'd reportedly been living in 2 different cities, and a source told Us Weekly they were never in the same place at the same time, so it was hard to move their relationship forward. Fortunately, there's no bad blood between these two.
The good thing about the Nas situation is that he and I are still good friends, and we still have so much respect for each other.
No one saw this breakup coming. Girls creator and star Lena Dunham and Bleachers musician Jack Antonoff ended their relationship after logging more than 5 years together as a couple. An E! News insider revealed the split was mutual, saying, "Jack and Lena were growing apart and it just made sense for them to end their relationship where it was. They want the best for each other no matter what. They are both moving on." Fans can rest easy knowing that neither celeb harbors any ill will toward the other. Opening up about why she'll continue wearing a ring Antonoff gave her, Dunham told her Instagram followers in a live video, "I'll always wear it because love is a really cool, powerful, eternal thing. It doesn't have to be defined the way we, in Western culture, define it, as beginnings and ends." Fans were crushed in February when Justin Theroux and Jennifer Aniston announced their separation. After tying the knot in 2015, the Leftovers actor and the Friends starlet seemed like they'd be together forever. Alas, after a little more than 2 years of marriage, the pair called it quits. In a joint statement to the Associated Press, Aniston and Theroux said, "The decision was mutual and lovingly made at the end of last year. We are 2 best friends who have decided to part ways as a couple, but look forward to continuing our cherished friendship." Journalism's famous silver fox is apparently back on the market, or at least he was for a hot minute. The Daily Mail reported that Anderson Cooper and longtime boyfriend nightclub owner Benjamin Maisani have called it quits. The CNN anchor's rep issued a statement that said, "Benjamin and I separated as boyfriends some time ago. We are still family to each other and love each other very much. We remain the best of friends and will continue to share much of our lives together." According to Us Weekly, Cooper and Maisani dated for 9 years, but don't feel too bad for the journalist because, according to the Daily Mail, Cooper may have started dating a doctor named Victor Lopez at the beginning of 2018. Fans were broken-hearted when former Step Up co-stars and, at one point, total couple goals, Channing Tatum and Jenna Dewan, announced that they were calling it quits after almost 9 years together. The two shared the news in a joint statement on their Instagram accounts on April 2nd, saying in part, "We have lovingly chosen to separate as a couple. There are no secrets nor salacious events at the root of our decision. Just 2 best friends realizing it's time to take some space and help each other live the most joyous, fulfilled lives as possible." A source told People magazine that Channing and Jenna, quote, "fell out of love and it was a tough realization to come to." In a September 2017 interview before the split, Dewan was asked the secret to a successful marriage and responded,
"I think the secret is that I don't know the secret. Because if I knew the secret, maybe it would work." I don't know.
After more than a decade of marriage, actress Rebecca Gayheart filed for divorce from Grey's Anatomy's Eric Dane just 2 days after Valentine's Day, citing irreconcilable differences. As reported by People, the couple announced the separation in a joint statement, saying, "After 14 years together, we have decided that ending our marriage is the best decision for our family. We will continue our friendship and work as a team to co-parent our 2 beautiful girls as they are the most important thing in the world to us." Clueless star Alicia Silverstone called it quits from her husband, punk rocker Christopher Jarecki, in February. Silverstone started dating the lead singer of Stun in 1997, and the two tied the knot in Lake Tahoe, California in 2005. Silverstone and Jarecki then welcomed a son, Bear Blue Jarecki, on May 5, 2011. Silverstone and Jarecki have kept quiet about their breakup, as had always been their MO when it came to details about their private life. Maybe Silverstone will share more with the public now that she's single? Yeah, probably not. Hip-hop artist Common and CNN political commentator and activist Angela Rye broke up after dating since the summer of 2017. Rye confirmed the split to Page 6 TV, saying, "We have and will always be friends. He is an amazing human being, and I'm a much better person because he's a part of my life." Page 6 noted that the musician-turned-actor had appeared solo at both the 2018 Oscars and the Toast to the Arts event that he hosted with Ayers Agency prior to their breakup news. According to TMZ, Rye had been receiving death threats since she began dating Common. The LAPD's Threat Management Division reportedly investigated the matter. Common had previously opened up about his affection for Rye in September 2017, noting that they had a, quote, "definite connection." Speaking on the SiriusXM radio show Bevelations, he said, She's a wonderful woman. I will just say I am dating. I am happy right now. And she is an incredible human being. In a profile published on March 22nd, the New York Times broke the news that Captain America star Chris Evans and comedic actress Jenny Slate had split up again.
You are beautiful, but
You have no idea how to talk to a woman, do you?
I think this is the longest conversation I've had with one.
Evans and Slate first got together after starring in the 2017 film Gifted. In a March 2017 interview with Vulture following their first breakup, Slate recalled the beginning of their relationship. I remember him saying to me, "You're going to be one of my closest friends." I was like, man, I hope this isn't a lie, because I'm going to be devastated if this guy isn't my friend. Chris is truly one of the kindest people I've ever met, to the point where sometimes I would look at him and it would kind of break my heart. Evans has gushed about his ex-girlfriend in the past as well, calling her his, quote, favorite human. He told People in March 2017, "She's so vulnerable, so honest, so interested in other people more than herself. She's incredibly compassionate. There's just nothing not to love about her." The pair appeared to have gotten back together by November 2017, but apparently it wasn't to last. We're holding out hope that this celeb couple will reconcile in the future. It seems totally possible. After all, they've done it once before.
Well, I couldn't leave my best girl. Not when she owes me a dance.
One of Hollywood's biggest celeb couples, John Cena and Nikki Bella, called off their engagement and their 6-year relationship in April 2018. The wrestling pros said in a statement, "While this decision was a difficult one, we continue to have a great deal of love and respect for one another."
Don't do this to me.
Why is he yelling?
Listen, you always do this to me. You show up to these places, you put me in a situation. I'm a big guy. Everybody wants to fight the big guy.
Yeah, you are.
A source told People that Cena started getting cold feet as his wedding to Bella approached, saying, "He's an incredibly dedicated, driven, ambitious guy. And for the longest time, he said he didn't think he had room in his life for a spouse or kids. It seems like in the end, that was still the truth."
Me being honest and vulnerable and genuine, and I don't regret it one bit. But as far as my personal business is considered, I think it should remain personal.
The same source told People that Bella was, quote, heartbroken. Harry Potter star Emma Watson and Glee actor Chord Overstreet had a blink and you'll miss it romance in 2018. News broke in March that they'd been dating for 2 months, but the couple broke up after only 4 months together. It's too bad we never got to learn much about Watson and Overstreet's romance, but then again, we shouldn't have expected to. The Beauty and the Beast actress has been very clear over the years that she never plans to publicly speak about her relationships.
I really draw a super conscious line between what is public and what is private, and that has kind of helped me maintain a certain degree of sanity.
Ben Affleck and Saturday Night Live producer Lindsay Shookus called it quits in August, about 1 year since their relationship went public. According to People, Affleck's alleged struggle with substance abuse may have been to blame. A source said, Lindsay had been supporting Ben's sobriety and going to meetings with him. She was trying to stay as close to him as possible so that he would stay on the right path, but ultimately, it just wasn't possible. Another insider told People the breakup was amicable and happened only because of the physical distance between them. Affleck lives in Los Angeles, Shookus resides in New York. Pop star Ariana Grande and her comedian fiancé Saturday Night Live's Pete Davidson reportedly ended their engagement in October 2018. According to TMZ, the celeb couple realized the timing wasn't right for their romance to continue. A source told E! News, "Pete has really been there for Ariana, and she will always have a special place in her heart for him, but told him that right now is not the best time." However, there may still be hope for Grande and Davidson to get back together. Another source told E! News, "Neither of them know what's going to happen in the future. She just felt she had to slow it down." News broke in October 2018 that hip-hop's Sean Diddy Combs had split with singer and longtime love Cassie. Though reps for the stars wouldn't comment on the breakup to People, a source told the magazine that Diddy and Cassie's separation was amicable and that the two remain friends. The celeb couple reportedly met back in 2000 and were first thought to be romantically involved in 2007. However, they did not confirm their relationship until 2012. As recently as January 2018, Diddy has expressed his desire to have more kids one day with Cassie.
Whatever's supposed to happen in the future is going to happen, but that's something that I want.
Now, you were engaged for 4 hours.
And I would only have it with my girl, of course.
In early December 2018, Bodak Yellow rapper Cardi B announced in a since-deleted Instagram video that she and her husband, Migos member Offset, had called it quits on their marriage. Without placing blame on either herself or Offset for the breakdown of their marriage, she shared, "It's just like I guess we grew out of love." Cardi and Offset had previously married in secret in September 2017 before welcoming their first child together, daughter Culture. And it seemed that Cardi is focusing on her role as a mother. After she opened up about her split from Offset, she posted the first photo of baby Culture online, writing, "My heart."